Hello. What was your name? Mita. I remember you from the workshops. Yeah, nice. Yeah, way off. There is no clock. Okay, so make sure you have it, because I don't have a...
When you blast it on, walk over.
No, blast it on.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought you said. This is a whole new... Yeah, after the last
in Vegas, so I'm going to surprise. Do myself a surprise.
Yeah, so you're leaving at 10 today and you're heading out?
No,
Oh.
I just need to step out for a pre-sale to buy the tickets.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And
And
then,
then I'll come right back.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
So when I
yeah,
go out,
finish.
I'm not flipping you off and saying,
Okay, all right. That's good to know. So we are live, right? Am I live, honey? Live. I just love being live.
You're actually lying here.
Yeah, I'm live here. All right. So Satnam, everybody. So glad you're here today. I love what my wife's version of myself being an Aries a lot of times is this. Like a little baby, you know what I mean? Because I can be such a little baby. Like she wants to do this Facebook Live thing and just like, I'm like, no. Like a little baby. But, then I thought about, and I thought about this morning. It's like, where does my humility start in my life, like on a daily basis, right? So normally, my humility starts when the cold water hits me in the shower in the morning. That's when it all kind of comes into play for me. That brings me like into the moment. And before that, I can be very not in humility. Like for example, Mahanraj wants me to do a live video, and it's not about me. It's about us. It's about the world. It's about the studio. It's about a message, But initially, before I get into the humility, it's all about me. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do a live video because I'm thinking it's like it's not about that. And then I go and I hit the cold shower, and then like it all starts to change. And then from the cold shower, I go to my mat, and I always start with the Wim Hof method in my daily practice. And it's really interesting how today we're focusing on the second purdy, and it's hukami, and it's all about just recognizing how aligned you are with the command of the commander, the source of command in your life, right? And that's kind of out there a little bit, but the reality is, when I'm not aligned with that, in other words, when my ego is there and I'm like in an ego place and I'm not in aligned with the command, when I sit down to do my Wim Hof, I can't do the amount of time. Like it's a minute and a half held out with your breath held out, right? And I only have done it one time. And I've tried it like 10 days in a row now. And every day I sit down and I go through this breathing process. And I do that 30 times. And on the last breath, I hold it and I let the breath out. And I start my minute and a half journey into this deep cleansing and healing of my nervous system and kind of bringing it all to play. And the only time I've ever done it is one time, and I don't know why it happened, but what I'm understanding is if I have any concern at all about making the time, it won't happen, right? It just won't happen. So I have to, in order to be in alignment with the command of the commander, this universal thing, I've got to really bring myself and get myself to a place of that humility. And really understand, can we shut that door? And really understand that it's not about me, And I guess as an Aries, I have this balance as being an Aries. I can be the most self-centered human being on the planet, literally. But on the other hand, I can have like this heart that has so much empathy for life. And so that's the balance of me. Yesterday I was driving down the road, and throughout a large part of my life, I'm a meat eater, and as of yesterday, I can honestly say, like, I'm not proud of it, but before yesterday, I was like, I would always poo-poo it, just whatever, I'm just, my incarnation is here to not do that this lifetime because I need to eat a certain way. Well, that's just all about me and my fears. That's just all about me and my deep-seated part of me that just is afraid to let go of something, partly because of the way I was raised, but another part was because of just how afraid I am to trust, going back to that humility, just to trust that everything's going to be okay if I don't eat meat. It really sounds crazy, but to me, it's been a big part of keeping me eating it, right? So yesterday, I'm driving down the road, and I've been listening to yogis, and I've been listening to like these really intelligent people, Guru Singh, and they break down why you shouldn't eat meat. And they break it down in such ways that are like, you would think it would just be like the only thing I would ever need to hear for the rest of my life to never eat meat again. But it hasn't been that way, because I just take it and I poo-poo it to the side. Because I wasn't ready. Yesterday I'm driving down the road, I'm on my way to a job, and all of a sudden I happen to hear this thing come over the radio, and this girl who's in LA, she started talking about these pigs that all get shipped in to this facility in Los Angeles, and they're there to be slaughtered. Right? They're literally there to be slaughtered. I mean, this is their reality. And I'm listening to this, and it really got my attention, and I'm seeing like the little faces in my mind of these little pigs, or these big pigs, and just how they look. And then she goes, we go out and we welcome them when they come. Now, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've been through this. I'm feeling the same way recently. I just feel really bad.
Yeah.
For what we do.
This is what finally got to my heart yesterday. So I'm hearing about the pigs and how when the pigs get shipped down to this LA facility to be slaughtered, and I can't imagine the insanity that they're feeling in that moment. I can only begin to feel a little particle of what they may be feeling, but it's so beyond my capacity to relate to that kind of a, whatever they're going through. And so she says, we go out and we're allowed to give the pigs water, because when they come in, they're so dehydrated. And a lot of reasons they're dehydrated is because of their state of mind is in such a panic and such an insanity that they can't even drink water. And when they give them the water, she was talking about how the pigs become happy. And she says pigs have emotions, and pigs have feelings. And then she went on to say, you know, you have a dog or you have an animal in your life. And she goes, you love that animal. And then she was saying how if you could just start to love another animal the way that you love your own animal, she's like, that's the beginning of like what we're doing in our lives by going around and trying to prevent and stop these things from happening. And that's when it hit me about the meat. That's what it took to hit my heart deep enough to where I got on the phone and I told Mahanraj, I said, I never ever want to eat a piece of meat again for the rest of my life. And in that moment, it wasn't just what I was hearing, it was what I was feeling inside of me of all the meat that I had inside of my being and all of the torture that was in me from these animals that I just go out and buy stuff and not understand. So I'm just sharing this with you because I feel like I'm at the end of the line and I've been watching all of you ahead of me leading the way. And I just want to say thank you because you've all been leading the way and I'm at the end of that line and I finally made my way now to the front of the line. And I'm so grateful and I feel this like big shift happening. And I've had many shifts happen in my life, you know. One of the biggest ones I'm living right now, it's called Kundalini Yoga. And I'm so grateful for the practice of Kundalini Yoga because it's the reason why I've gone from the end of the line now to the front. And so I just wanted to share that with you and see if anybody else, because I know there's people out there like me that are hanging on and hanging on and hanging on, and they have all of that stuff in their intestines from what they've eaten in the past. And I'm just here to relay a message that it doesn't have to go on as long as you just stop doing it. Like I can create an imprint now as I go on in my life that will take away from the suffering of these poor animals. You know?
I agree.
So, yeah. So anyways, that's pretty cool. So that gets back to, you know, what class is about today. It's all about humility. Like, where does that humility start for us? You know, humility is not coming to a yoga class. A lot of people think that. Oh, I'm gonna humble myself today by coming to a yoga class. It's like that's not real humility. However, if you are in that yoga class and you can take yourself to a place of humility, then that's the humility. But we live in such an incredible, you know, area in life. Just being able to come into a yoga class is like it's a very easy thing to do. But Kundalini has a way of giving you an experience where you can actually bring yourself to a place of humility. So let's do some Kundalini yoga. That's why we're here. So let's go ahead and tune in, rub the palms. And thank you all for being here today. I'm very grateful. All right, spread the fingers, bring the thumbs to the sternum. Feel the heat in the palm of your hands. Feel the tranquility and the balance as you press those palms together. Eyes closed gently. Spine is straight and the chin is dropped slightly. Gaze into the spiritual eye. See what you see, but also allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling today. Today I'm feeling great, great, great doses of humility. And I'm doing everything I can to turn whatever regret that I may have into just understanding that as I take a step forward, knowing that I'm in alignment with the commander, that it's all going to be okay. And at the end of the day, I'll have no regret. Inhale deep. Exhale mouth. Let's inhale to tune in. Suspend that breath. Strengthen the relationship you have with your pranic energy, with your life force. And exhale. And inhale for protective mantra. Ad Gurudev Name, Jugad Gurudev Name, Sad Gurudev Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Ad Gurudev Name, Jugad Gurudev Name, Sad Gurudev Name, Sri Gurudev. Ad Gurudev Name, Jugad Gurudev Name, Sad Gurudev Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Inhale deep. And exhale. And just release the posture down and bring your thumb and forefinger together. Keep your eyes closed. Sit up nice and tall. Take a moment before we start. Just allow that wave that we're all riding just to feel the presence of the life force that's guiding us. Feel the practice of Kundalini Yoga, how it guides us. It helps us navigate. All right, float your eyes open and gently bring yourself, or not gently, but let's come to standing. And just shake your bodies out a little bit. Just loosen yourself up. Shake it out. I'm so glad to be here today to have another experience that I get to move forward and have maybe a different experience in my life, the way I live it, how I feel, coming closer into my truth. All right, hands above our head. Hud, 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 hud. Forward folds, hud. hud, 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 hud. Stand up, hud, 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 hud. Here we go. Hud, 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 hud. I want to hear you. Hud, 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 hud. Right foot forward. Hud, 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 hud. And switch. Hud, 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 hud. Here we go again. Hud, 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 hud. Stand up. Hud, 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 hud. Again. Hud, 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 hud. Here we go. Hud, 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 hud. From the navel. Hud, 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 hud. Stand up. Hud, 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 hud. Here we go. Hud, 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 Imagine waking up every day to that. That's pretty good stuff. All right. So now we allow the technology to take us from this place, and as we go down the road a little bit in a couple exercises, try to keep your focus, go beyond what you're doing into why you're doing it and where you want it to take you in life. So imagine you're doing the best you can in life, and in that there's a certain part of the ego that just really still has a hold. And as we go through these exercises, that part of our ego, because we're going into our heart centers as we go through these exercises, and as we go into our heart center, the ego diminishes. It just gets smaller and smaller and smaller because we grow and we expand our heart centers, our awareness, our love, our appreciation, our compassion. And we go deeper and deeper into that space. Curl your fingers. Bring the arms up to 60 degrees. Drop your chin, eyes closed gently. Now apply pressure with those fingers and flex those thumbs so there's a lot of energy there. Try to take your biceps back behind your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now go into breath of fire. And really stretch. This is all about stretching us. This is taking us to the next level. This is charging our aura. This is letting the world know that we're here from the inside of us. We don't even have to say anything because our hearts are filled. Our hearts are filled with truth of who we are. The beauty of us. And it bypasses everything that ever told you anything different about yourself. It completely leapfrogs and bypasses it. And the proof of that is that you're sitting here this morning. Stay with it. Grow stronger. Keep your faith alive. Seal the deal, my friend.
I'll be right back.
Inhale deep. Bring the thumbs together. Release the fingers to the heavens. Keep your eyes closed. Project. Squeeze the navel to your spine and press the tip of your tongue to the upper palate. And now exhale, calm the auric field down, and just allow yourself to sit and just be. Just welcome that part of humility inside of you that just wants to become you. You've longed for it. Because it replaces all those parts of us that make things hard for us. it immediately swaps it around and it makes us realize it's not about us. It's about a bigger picture. Just like me coming awake with the realization of how what I've been doing has had an effect, not in a good way, for the animals. And now I get to sit in that humility.
All of the blessings that are already with you,
I get to be humbled,
and feel them flooding into your heart,
and it feels good.
into your awareness. And as we sing,
All right, let's roll over the knees. Let's come to tabletop and let's get our spines nice and supple. As we inhale and exhale in cat-cow. Stay with it. Doing a great job. I'm so glad you're here today. Inhaling Sat and exhaling Nam. Inhale deep, let your head come up and back. Squeeze the root lock. Take the tip of the tongue, press, and then that helps you project into that spiritual eye even more. Seeing whatever it is that you see. Knowing whatever it is that you know. Exhale slowly, bring your chin to your chest. Hold the breath out, squeeze the navel into your spinal cord like you're wringing out the old. And now inhale deep and bring in the new. Turn your toes under behind you and press back and come into froggy pose. Bring your heels together. So your feet are at a 45-degree angle and you're balancing on the balls of your feet. Your fingertips come to the earth. Elbows locked. We'll start here in Sat and we'll press up into Nam. And we'll do 26 frogs this morning. Sat, Nam. 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 Last one. Sat, Nam. Straighten your legs, forward fold. Let your head drop. Let it all go. Reach down, grab your ankles. Move your hips around a little bit. Gently sway from one side to the other. Now, in this position where your legs are right now, I want you to spread your legs out much wider than your hips and your shoulders, but not like too much. Angle your feet out at about almost a 45-degree angle, maybe more like 35, 30. Now, bring your fingertips to the earth and bend your legs so your legs come down to a 90-degree angle. You might want to walk your feet in just a little bit. If you can see my feet, this is about how far you want to be. Now, thread the needle through with your arms. Wrap your inner elbow around your calf and cover the tops of your feet with your palms. And then look forward with your head so you're pulling on the inner elbow. Legs are strong. You're lengthening your low back. Close your eyes here. Breath of fire, begin. Inhale deep. Exhale. Now release the hands all the way around. Bring your arms behind you and support yourself. Come onto your bums. And sit up nice and tall in easy pose. And as you sit, just take a moment. Eyes can be closed or open. It doesn't matter. Whatever way allows you to completely relax. You don't expect when you're going live. Your phone to ring, see the caller on there. Thank God they're not FaceTiming, right? So I wanted to share with you because there's a part of the story I didn't tell you. So this is like, going back to the animals and what I've been eating in my life and how, every one of us has that crazy part in us, right? And we're all affected by it in different ways. Some of us may, eat a lot of meat like me or whatever, I do some other crazy shit too. I don't really need to get into it, but we all have it, is the point, right? And it affects us on a deep level. And normally it takes something like that, like the way, what I'm sharing about, for us to, come to the realization of, maybe, not even maybe, but this is what I need to do in my life to change. And so the other part of that story is, as I'm going to my job, I get another phone call that's from a cardiologist that I'm supposed to go see for my heart, right? There's more to it. On the way home, I'm supposed to stop at a Rite Aid to pick up cholesterol medicine, right? I mean, it all ties into the same circle. It's all everything that is challenging me and I'm making it hard for myself all revolves around one thing. So in some way it's beautiful and it makes it easy to make a correction that can sprout out and, and really I can see like incredible changes in my life. So, it goes beyond just the concept. It has an effect in our lives, in what we do and the way we do it and why we do it and all that. So, all right. So we're going to do a Kriya now called the pineal gland Kriya. And I chose this today because I wanted us to be able to go really deep. I wanted us to be able to not just experience the physicality of a yoga class, but the depth and the connection to our souls. So I chose this Kriya because it has a lot of places in it that will allow us to really get there. So the pineal gland Kriya. So make sure you're comfortable in the seated posture, because you're going to be here for the whole Kriya. Is there something else playing? Is there some other sound or something?
It's the diffuser. I'll turn it off.
Oh, okay. Has it got music?
It's got a very subtle little, slight music.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear it.
Good ears, right?
What's that?
You have really good ears.
Can you hear it?
I can.
Yeah, I could hear it like when this was on in that. Yeah.
Hear what?
There's another like sound going on.
There's someone's phone's vibrating.
That was Brad, I believe. Yeah,
Maybe?
and he's out now taking the call. Yeah.
What you don't have in vision, you make up with your ears.
Yeah. Thank you, Veronica. Okay, so we'll go through each posture, and just know that the postures are all the same amount of times. There's about 4 to 5 different postures. So while you're in the posture, just know they're not extremely long, but they're long enough. And then the beauty of each thing that we do is when we come out of it, we get to just sit and just be. Okay? So there's the posture, but then there's the healing that comes after the posture. And so just allow yourself to really go there this morning. Okay? All right, so the first posture, you're going to clasp your hands in Venus lock, which is like this. You're going to, about 4 inches above the top of your head, and holding the lock tightly, try to pull the hands apart with long, deep breathing. You're sitting up tall, your eyes are closed, straight spine, about 4 inches above the head. And just concentrate. Concentrate. Long, deep breathing. So there's enough pressure going on up there because you're trying to pull those hands apart about 4 inches. So both palms are centered right above the crown of your head. You'll feel that energy. So there's an intensity going on in the fingers and the hands, but it's not over the top, but it's just enough. It's just enough to allow your awareness to grow. Now stay with it. You've got about another 30 seconds. So really try to perfect exactly what you're supposed to do, the way you're supposed to do it. Long, deep breath. When you feel yourself starting to go somewhere else, just trust it. Just flow. Allow yourself to go there. Now release the posture and bring the hands down and sit in Gyan Mudra. And allow this time for the healing to just happen. Allow all the repair in the cellular structure of your blood cells to repair, to be cleaned. Allow the feeling inside of your own heart to grow larger. Just going from any kind of trying and pushing to just allowing and being. As you sit in this silence, just recognizing a new door opening in your life, to just allowing you to be exactly the way you are. Nice deep inhale breath. Exhale out your mouth. Now we're going to go into the same clasp that you just had, except this time you're going to take your thumbs and you're going to press your thumbs together, and as your hands come over your head, your thumbs are going to point to the back side of you. So you're 4 inches above the forehead. You're pulling on the posture, and the thumbs are pressing together, pointing behind you. The posture is allowing you to sit even taller. Drop your chin slightly, close your eyes gently. Long, deep breathing. You're almost there. You're making all the necessary corrections. Changing karma to dharma. By turning on the valve of your own devotion and humility. Now release the posture down into Gyan Mudra once again, just sit. You can feel the direction of your life being guided as you sit into the best direction that is going to serve humanity. Allowing you to be able to let go of something you've been hanging on to that's been keeping you from making that connection as full as it could be. Any possible resistance that might come up is just being overwhelmed with the sensation of knowing it's all okay. It's all okay. It's okay that you just sit in absolute stillness. It's okay. Inhale deep. Exhale mouth. Interlace the fingers with the same grip, and the Jupiter finger's going to come straight up. And the thumbs are, girls are going to overlap the thumb with your left thumb over your right. Brad and I, right thumb over left. Arm's going to come right up with the fingers pointing straight up. Close your eyes, deep breath. There's a pressure just trying to pull the hands apart. And each time we go through this, you think you're just bringing yourself back to the same place, but you're not. Each time it's a completely different experience. There's those parts inside of us that we like to think that we know. And maybe we do, but it doesn't matter. All that matters is to just experience and be open in the experience. Trust the experience. Now relax the posture down once again, hands in Gyan Mudra. Come back to the stillness. Inhale deep. Exhale mouth. All right, last exercise in this Kriya. Spread the fingers nice and wide, lots of energy in the fingers. Arms come up to 60 degrees, elbows behind the ears. Heart center open, chin drops slightly, eyes closed gently. Breath of fire begin. So as you're going through this breath and the eyes are focused between the eyebrows, take the focus of your eyes as they're closed and turn them upward towards your crown and create a funnel to your 10th gate, the crown chakra. As you breathe breath of fire, as you hold this posture, grow stronger into the posture and give me more breath. Focus on the exhale and let the belly pump. And bring it home. Breathe for your life. Last 30 seconds. Put a huge smile on your face as you breathe. Yourself in the spiritual eye, just growing, living, loving with absolute humility. Inhale deep. Really spread those fingers. Exhale. Relax. Go onto your backs. Lay down. You did a fantastic job. Great day to be alive. day to come closer and closer to being able to be more honest in our lives, more authentic. And in that, not having to feel any shame or guilt or regret. Just knowing on a deep level that everything is meant to be and meant to happen exactly when it's supposed to. And thank God that it does. ahead and start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles. Stretch your arms over your head. Bend your knees up, hug your knees into your chest. Hold your right knee in, release your left leg out. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Roll over into Kundalini cat stretch. Gently come back to center. Take both your knees to your chest. Hold the left knee in, release the right leg out. Inhale deep and exhale on over. And just check yourself out as you take a few breaths in this posture and realize that everything is completely new right now. From this moment on, everything completely new. You might think you've done this before so many times, but it's all different right now. Everything's changed. Gently come back to center. Hug your knees to your chest. Don't cross your ankles. Take a deep inhale. Wrap your arms around your knees. Bring your nose to your knees and hold. And revitalize, recalculate, recharge, re-energize. Exhale the breath. Rub the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands together at the same time. And bring your hands to your knees and inhale forward and exhale back on your spinal cord a few times. And come to seated. Bring your hands to your heart center. We are men and women of God.
We are men and women of God.
May we recognize it.
May we recognize it.
We are men and women of the universe.
We are men and women of the universe.
May we deal with it in the light of God.
May we deal with it in the light of God.
We are men and women to be men and women.
We are men and women to be men and women.
May we feel the pride of it and be in grace.
May we feel the pride of it and be in grace.
We are men and women of success.
We are men and women of success.
May we accomplish it.
May we accomplish it.
We are men and women of self-light and respect.
We are men and women of self-light and respect.
May we understand it.
May we understand it.
We are men and women of merit.
We are men and women of merits.
May our virtues be known.
May our virtues be known.
We are men and women of knowledge.
We are men and women of knowledge.
May our compassion be known.
May our compassion be known.
We are men and women of absolute determination.
We are men and women of absolute determination.
May our kindness be known.
May our kindness be known.
We are men and women whom the world, the earth, and the universe may be very proud of.
We
We
are
are men and women of the world, the earth, and the universe may be very proud.
May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Sat Nam. Thank you so much for coming today.